Welcome to RaWMachines. Today join me as we explore the incredible transformation of ancient giants. From the depths of the forest to the legendary vessels of the high seas, this is an astonishing closed-loop process that blends mechanical power with absolute human craftsmanship. There is so much to discover ahead, so stay tuned. We're diving in right now. The story begins in the old-growth forests of the Pacific Northwest, where ancient giants soar high enough to block out the sky. Naturally, with timber of this gargantuan size, harvesting is never a simple task. Today, Bjarne Butler, an experienced sawyer, will demonstrate the skill required to fell a massive western red cedar with a base diameter of nearly 10 feet. The process starts with a site assessment. He inspects two large cedars standing close together on a steep slope. The largest tree is estimated to be over 8 feet in diameter. The face cut is made first on the smaller tree behind. Using a chainsaw, he makes horizontal and diagonal cuts, then uses an axe to knock out the wedge-shaped block of wood. Next comes the back cut. He opens a small window on the side to observe the tree's core before sawing deeper into the trunk. Since the tree has a natural lean toward the slope, he must calculate the cut location precisely to harness gravity, allowing the tree to fall on its own without the need for hydraulic jacks. The cracking of wood begins to signal that the trunk structure has weakened. After just a few final cuts, the giant cedar slowly tilts and thunders down the mountainside with a deafening roar. Once the trees are down, these massive logs are transported using heavy-duty specialized trucks like Kenworth and Peterbilt. Every trip is its own unique challenge, where the driver must master not only the vehicle, but also the immense shifting weight behind them. Tight bends and slippery logging roads demand absolute focus and years of seasoned experience. Finally, after an arduous journey, the timber arrives at the Whole Oaks Lumber Company, one of the last steam-powered sawmills still operating in the United States. Here, the wood undergoes a special process, immersion in a holding pond. The water preserves its natural moisture, preventing cracking or warping. At the same time, it serves as a living storage, where timber can be kept for long periods without losing quality. The people you see here are known as pond monkeys. The name is not meant as mockery, but as a surprisingly accurate description. They move across the slippery logs with remarkable balance, jumping from one to another as if the water were solid ground. Their job is to sort and guide the logs according to production order. They classify them by size and type, while also clearing jams when logs get stuck. With nothing more than iron hooks and experience, they keep the flow moving smoothly, preventing collisions and accidents. This work clearly reflects a defining contrast of the timber industry. On one side, massive raw materials weighing tons. On the other, the precision and control of human skill. Once the flow is stabilized, each log is pulled out of the water and sent to the debarking area. The pond has fulfilled its role as a transition stage where nature gradually gives way to industrial processing. Debarking was once a nightmare for loggers. Before the era of machinery, they had to use axes and draw knives to scrape away every layer of bark, a process that was both time-consuming and dangerous. It wasn't until the early 20th century, with the invention of the mechanical debarker, that this task truly changed, significantly reducing labor and boosting productivity. Hull Oaks adopted this technology as early as 1937. This was the key to their ability to handle the colossal trunks of the Pacific Northwest. Nothing goes to waste. The bark and wood chips are collected to be used as fuel or repurposed, contributing to a closed-loop production system. Once stripped of its bark, the log is loaded onto the carriage system, advancing steadily toward the massive saw blades. After the initial cuts, the gargantuan trunk is transformed into squared-off blocks known as cants. which then roll down to the bandsaw line. Here, the giant blades operate relentlessly, slicing each cant into planks of uniform thickness. After every pass, the chain system pulls the timber back into position and pushes it forward again, until the entire block is separated into a stream of boards falling onto the transfer chains. But that is only half the journey. The planks are then sent through the resaw to be broken down further, followed by the edger to trim away rough, uneven edges. Finally, the trimmer removes any cracks or defective knots, restoring the lumber to its clean, standardized shape, as specified in the design blueprints. If you liked our video, leave an 8 in the comments. Your support inspires us to create more. The wood's surface is then cleaned using brushes and steel scrapers, removing excess fibers to achieve the necessary smoothness. However, the final, decisive step still rests in human hands. Workers stand along the line, observing every plank. They don't just look, they feel the grain and even tap the wood lightly to listen to its sound. Drawing from years of experience, they categorize the lumber into various quality grades. This is the most distinct intersection between man and machine. A machine can cut quickly and precisely, but only a human can truly read the inherent value of every grain of wood. Not every log at Hull Oaks is cut into boards. Some massive Douglas fir trunks, up to 85 feet long, are kept intact to be used as beams or large structural components for bridges. Instead of going through edging or trimming processes, these giants are sent directly to a specialized circular saw station. There, thick and powerful steel blades square and flatten them, producing precise timber blocks.
Three times much as the same size of log.
The greatest challenge lies in handling. Weighing tens of thousands of pounds, moving them by manpower or conveyor is not feasible. This is where overhead cranes come into play, running along rail systems above the workshop, lowering steel cables, securing the logs, and lifting them into the air. In that moment, the coordination between humans and machines becomes clear. Tasks that were once physically demanding are now completed quickly with a single operation, highlighting both technological progress and human ingenuity. After all the intricate stages, the finished wood products are neatly organized into stacks. They are ready for a new journey. A journey to the wooden boat building facility of Jarrett Bay. The journey of creating the Jarrett Bay 46 begins with the framing of the hull's skeleton. Using traditional cold-molded construction, layers of high-grade plywood are laminated and secured with screws, creating a hull that is incredibly strong, yet retains the essential flexibility needed for an offshore sport fishing vessel. After the outer hull is sanded and prepped, one of the most suspenseful moments in the shipyard occurs: the flip. Through the coordinated power of forklifts and cranes, the massive hull is hoisted into the air, rotated 180 degrees with surgical precision, and lowered onto its cradle. For the first time, the Jarrett Bay 46 reveals its true form, with the interior open and ready for the next phase of construction. Inside the hull, the space transforms into a bustling construction zone. Shipwrights install heavy-duty bulkheads, the critical structural ribs that reinforce the entire vessel. Simultaneously, the cabin is fabricated in a separate area of the shop to optimize production time. The most critical task at this stage is fairing. Craftsmen use long boards, extended manual sanding tools, to work across large surface areas, eliminating even the smallest imperfections. This process demands extreme patience and a sensitive touch to ensure the hull reaches a glass-like finish, perfectly smooth and aerodynamic. Once both the hull and cabin are ready, the marriage of the two architectural components takes place. The cabin is hoisted and lowered, fitting perfectly into the hull thanks to rigorous pre-measurements. Immediately following this, the vessel enters the state-of-the-art paint booth. The signature baby blue a classic and elegant hue synonymous with Jarrett Bay, is applied in multiple layers. This is followed by high-gloss clear coats, ensuring the boat not only gleams under the ocean sun, but also stands resilient against the relentless corrosion of the salt air. The heavy engineering phase begins as two massive Caterpillar engines, boasting thousands of horsepower, are lowered into the engine room through a pre-calculated opening. These engines are the brain and heart of the Jarrett Bay 46, providing the cruising speeds necessary to reach distant fishing grounds ahead of the fleet. The cabin interior is meticulously outfitted with stunning mahogany or teak cabinetry, granite countertops, non-skid teak flooring, plush leather sofas, and top-tier entertainment systems are installed with an eye for luxury. After thousands of hours of artisan labor, the Jarrett Bay 46 finally departs the shipyard. Every cubic meter of water displaced in its wake is a testament to the success of one of the world's most exquisite custom boat building processes. Hermione is not just a ship. It is one of the most ambitious historical reconstruction projects of the 20th century. Launched in 1997, the project lasted 13 years with the goal of recreating the frigate used by the Marquis de Lafayette to sail to America in 1780. The entire endeavor stands at the intersection of classical ship carpentry and modern maritime safety standards. More than 2,000 oak trees were carefully selected from forests across France for the project. The challenge lay in working with naturally curved timbers to match the load-bearing positions within the ship's frame. Assembling over 1,000 structural components required seamless coordination between master craftsmen and the support of industrial lifting equipment. From the keel laid in 1997 to the completion of the bow and stern in 2007, each phase presented a mechanical challenge. The winch system was custom-built to allow manual operation of the massive rigging and sail system. The hull planking was carried out using traditional techniques, ensuring both flexibility and watertight integrity under the pressure of ocean waves. The finishing stage in 2009 focused on handcrafted carvings and gold leaf detailing. Hermione was adorned in royal blue with intricate decorative elements, restoring the grandeur of the French Navy of that era. More than a vessel, Hermione is a living museum, a testament to the ability of human hands to revive heritage once thought lost. After 13 years, 1997 to 2010, the Hermione project achieved its ultimate goal, preserving and passing on the fading art of wooden shipbuilding to future generations. It is not merely a reconstruction, but a living maritime entity, a practical laboratory of technical archaeology. Standing proudly in Rochefort, the completed ship represents the strength of human ingenuity, the resilience of natural materials, and the enduring value of master craftsmanship in human history. Bringing a 13-year journey to a close, Hermione emerged from the shipyard, ready to sail across the Atlantic, reconnecting history and reaffirming the place of French shipbuilding on the global maritime stage. This is a project with a very unique approach that you may not have seen before. The journey begins with cutting plywood panels according to the design. Instead of building a complex frame, the builder uses the stitch and glue method. The bottom and side panels are temporarily joined using zip ties or wire, then permanently fixed with a mixture of epoxy resin and wood flour. After flipping the hull over, the team installs both longitudinal and transverse bulkheads. These components play a crucial role in creating watertight compartments, increasing hull rigidity while ensuring buoyancy and safety. All joints are reinforced with fiberglass and epoxy, forming a seamless and extremely strong structure. The most patience-demanding phase begins. The entire hull is sanded to remove excess epoxy and achieve a smooth surface. A layer of epoxy mixture is applied across the hull, followed by repeated sanding using both machines and hand tools. This process is repeated multiple times until the surface reaches a flawless finish, ready for the final protective coating. In the final moments, the vessel is coated in an elegant white finish. Final details such as the wooden deck, mast system, and securing rigging are installed. Have you ever experienced a boat like this? If so, let us know in the comments. The Destino 20 is a modern shipbuilding project that utilizes a sophisticated wood epoxy composite structure. This technique grants the vessel a significantly lighter weight compared to steel-hulled ships, while maintaining the essential durability and elasticity required for high-speed travel. The greatest challenge of the project lies in the shaping of the hull. Bending the strip planking wood strips so that they fit perfectly without any gaps requires masterful material handling and sharp spatial geometric thinking. The sanding and fairing stages account for nearly 40% of the project's duration, ensuring the whole surface meets the strictest aerodynamic standards to optimize hydroplaning performance. Complexity is further evident in the integration of the engine and control systems into a compact cabin space. Every detail, from the mahogany deck cladding to the metal fittings, is calculated to balance the canoe's center of gravity. The Destino 20 is not merely a watercraft. It is a piece of fine woodworking art with a mirror-like finish, capable of defying the harshest aquatic environments. The completion of the Destino 20 is a testament to the enduring vitality of wooden shipbuilding in the modern era. The project proves that by combining advanced chemical materials like epoxy with traditional carpentry expertise, humans can create maritime products with ultra-high performance and eternal aesthetic beauty. Gliding powerfully through the waves, the Destino 20 is the culmination of thousands of hours of persistent labor, a powerful testament to human craftsmanship and modern engineering vision. And so we have reached the end of a long journey, from the majestic old-growth forests to the vast open oceans, where raw timber has been transformed into sophisticated maritime masterpieces. This journey is more than just the movement of materials. It is the accumulation of knowledge, experience, and the resilient spirit of labor passed down through generations. From the moment a tree is selected and felled, everything enters a sequence of processes requiring near absolute precision. This is the stage where the raw power of machinery and the refinement of human skill blend together, creating the foundation for everything that follows. When the wood leaves the industrial production line, the true journey of creation begins. In the shipyards, from traditional methods to modern techniques, each vessel takes shape as a living masterpiece. These planks are no longer inanimate. They become the skeleton, the hull, and eventually a complete entity, where every detail bears the unique imprint of the craftsman. What is most remarkable throughout this entire journey is the parallel between tradition and innovation. Machines can lift, cut, and process with superior speed, but they can never replace the human ability to feel the material. From recognizing the quality of the grain and adjusting every curve to perfecting the finest aesthetic details. It is this balance that creates products that are not only structurally sound, but also hold enduring cultural and artistic value. Ultimately, as these ships cut through the waves toward the horizon, they carry more than just their function as a means of transport. They are the crystallization of thousands of labor hours, of patience, creativity, and professional pride. Every ship is a story about the forest where it began, the people who helped build it, and the new chapters it will continue to write upon the sea. Perhaps the greatest legacy of this journey lies not in the massive machines or the gargantuan structures, but in human capability itself, the power to transform the rawest elements of nature into values that are meaningful, sustainable, and timeless. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the story. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming stories. This is RaWMachines. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.